Hi, welcome to my channel. Um, I'm in some type of funk. I don't know if it's because I'm turning 30 or what, but I'm just all over the place. I filed for Social Security. I guess I did the wrong thing and got denied, so now I gotta file for the right one. If I choose to do that, then after I got denied, I started looking for jobs. I got some offers. But then I looked at my unemployment and I started focusing on that. So my mind is everywhere. It's never on a final decision. And I need everything to be on a final decision so that I can focus on getting some type of money. And then I'm trying to do this t-shirt business. I've been designing. And it's a lot on my plate right now. And Monday is my birthday, June 15th. And I'm just all over the place. And I just want to find a middle ground, stick to it, and get somewhere. I feel like I'm never getting anywhere. And sometimes I feel like I just want to be locked up forever and never let go in a mental hospital because I can't get my thoughts together. Sometimes I feel like I'm a danger to everybody, including myself. And that may or may not be true. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I'm just all over the place with my emotions. And then in my relationship, I'm up and down too because when I had my miscarriage, he wasn't there. When I had my two kids, he wasn't there or spotty. And then, so I have reasons to be upset with him. And he talking about, well, let go of the past. Well, what about the things that you do now? Last weekend he was supposed to get my hair done. He expect me to call people the day of. That's inconsiderate, first of all. And if I call them the day of, they're not gonna answer. Period. So I feel like with how he lives his life, I don't live my life like that. I like order. So, yes, a lot of times I feel like me and him don't need to be together. We don't see eye to eye. We're not on the same page. I want to move. I'm going to move whether we be together or not because I need my own space because I don't like the way he live either. So, and then I don't like the way I be treated. And then I feel like we would have had the money if he wouldn't have messed up my job opportunity in 2019 because I would have been working right now. And if not working, at least being able to really get unemployment. But because he smokes and I don't, it was in my system and they test for nicotine. So I'm not blaming him for all my problems, but a lot of things that I try to start, even working, I try to start it and then he puts me down or mess me up in some type of way. And then he says, well, I'm gonna try to help you get back in there. Well, by the end, now you've ruined my idea of working there. Now I'm like, I don't even want to do it because it's something that's embarrassing. And I don't know if that stuff shows up every time I try to apply. I don't know what type, if they keep a record. I don't know. So it's embarrassing. And he wouldn't understand how I feel because he don't have mental illness. I do. So he wouldn't understand how I feel. And during my miscarriage last year, okay, he was starving me And I'm not going to say he was starving me on purpose, but he was starving me. We didn't have money, whatever. Of course, I had just got kicked out of my mom's house because we got into that huge fight. So, okay, we didn't have the food. But Darius, my boyfriend, is too good to go to a church and get some food. Too good to go to Gleaners and get some food. There's places you can go to get some food. You don't have to starve. And I was pregnant. So what did he think? What was on his mind when he had me starving? That's what hurt me the most, is that anything I'm not getting, the baby not getting. And then I asked to go to the doctor, and I asked to get prenatal vitamins. Like, I asked for these things. I don't feel comfortable driving. I at the time we had my truck. We got this van now. But at the time we had my truck, and my truck had all type of issues and power steering issues. So yes, I'm asking someone that is supposed to care, because it's not only my baby, it's supposed to be our baby. And that would have been my fourth child and his fourth child, but we have 2 kids by other people. And we have 2 kids together. So that would have been our 4th child, and altogether our 5th child. Anyway, but I did ask those things. And then he's always trying to flip it around on me like, well, you said you didn't want to go this day. First of all, when we finally made it to the hospital, that day I was bleeding. And I was telling him, like, this looks like blood. And he's like, no, it don't. Okay, well, it is blood. It's dried up blood. It's not blood. I'm not bleeding at this point yet. So then, we go to the hospital. I'm like, I think I'm having a miscarriage. He gonna say no because it'll hurt. Okay, you know so much. So then the doctor comes in and tells me I had a miscarriage, and it was and then after the doctor told me this, or no, maybe before, I think before the doctor told me this, he left out to go to the car. So he wasn't even in there with me when I got the news. So you tell me, am I supposed to stay in that relationship, or am I supposed to go? Because also he constantly leave me with the kids all the time, like constantly. I know plenty of people that get breaks, but I don't get those breaks. I don't get to have any time to myself. And then I'm like, I need to go on a diet because I have high blood pressure, pregnancy induced high blood pressure, because I didn't have those issues until I started having kids. But now, the weight isn't going anywhere. So it's time to do that. So chicken has not been my friend. I cannot process chicken through my body anymore. It makes me sick. So I decided that I want to become a vegan. So today I'm going to start a 30-day challenge. And if he's not on board, he's not on board. I don't care at this point. I need to do what I gotta do for me. I've been trying to do things his way, and his way is not the right way. His way really hurts me. His way, I don't get anything from. Like, to me, this is not a healthy relationship. And that's why I don't like when men, him and one of my ex-friends, her boyfriend, I don't like when men tell children that women are bad or whatever, because that's not true. You can have healthy relationships. It depends on you. And I feel like both of them, him, Darius, and my friend, boyfriend, it's them. Because the other guy does not have a job at all. He only depends on her to take care of everything. And he works when he wants. And when he does, pay bills or whatever. But he put her down. He is abusive towards her. And in my case, I'm getting more neglect than anything. And then he just don't see it my way. Like he don't try to see it my way. Cause I see why he acts the way he acts, because of his past and the way he grew up. I get that, but you're a grown man, so you can decide on who you want to be going forward. Especially, we keep having these same conversations, and I am exhausted. I'm tired of talking about the same things. We either together or we're not. And I feel like people feel like I am attacking him, and I'm not attacking him. It's that I go through all this stuff, and I ask him to be there for me. And I shouldn't have to ask somebody that claimed they love me. I shouldn't have to ask. We had 2 kids together. What more do I say? How am I supposed to feel? What am I supposed to get through to him to make him understand where I'm coming from? I mean, we've been dealing with each other since 2014. Things have pretty much been the same and not gotten better. He feels, it's much better. It's not much better. It's the same as 2014. I've known him since 2009, 2010. So I've known him for a very long time. 2009, because 2010 is when I had Aiden, and I known him before I had Aiden, my first child. So 2010, 2009. So I've known him for about 11 years now. And for the first half of those years that I known him, for the first, 5-6 years, I didn't know this person that he is. But once we got together and started living together, because even before 2016, when we first moved in with each other, just everything went downhill. We started fighting physically. I mean, he was putting his hands on me, and I was pregnant with my 3rd child. So, and I'm like, okay, where's all this aggression coming from? And then I'm like, I'm the last person you want to get aggressive with, because I'm going to react the same way you give me. I'm going to react, and you're not going to like it. And bingo, he doesn't like at all the fact that I hit him, and I hit him hard. Because I hit him hard because, first of all, you're a guy and you shouldn't be putting your hands on me. And he think that I'm gonna hit him like a little girl. No, you're not gonna hit me and think that I'm not gonna hit you back. But we shouldn't even be playing that game, because that's borderline. We need to be out of this relationship. And I get sick of it. Like, I didn't go to the mental hospital until I got into this relationship. I had mental issues all my life, but I didn't start really breaking down until 2017, when and this was a year after us moving in together, and not even a year, because it was sometime, in January, February, when I started having my breakdowns. I had Arian, the last child, in February 1st of 2017. And once I had him, that's when everything started to deteriorate. And by the end of that year, in October, around Halloween, I went to the mental hospital. And I was in there for like 2 weeks, I believe, or around 14 days, maybe 14 days. And it was just, my life became so much harder. And then my life wasn't even this bad when I was married. And me and him didn't have much money. We didn't have much money. But we loved each other and we took care of each other. And I don't have that from Darius. And so it makes me regret even getting divorced, or makes me regret getting into a relationship. And definitely it makes me regret having more kids, because your kids are going to be whoever you lay down with. Okay? They're going to be a part of them. They're going to take a piece of them, at least. And I noticed that with my oldest son, he acts just like his dad. With my last two, they don't act just like Darius, but eventually they're going to get those bad habits if Darius doesn't learn how to change. And I feel like sometimes, am I asking Darius to do something that he can't do, or that he can't relearn? Like, what am I doing? Even though everybody can change and everybody can relearn habits. But a lot of times he tells me I'm asking for too much. So am I really asking for too much? I mean, come on now. When you have kids, that means grow up. And his daughter, he does not see, and he does not attempt to see. And he's saying that every time they go to court, it works in his favor, so let him do what he's doing. I said, okay, fine. But I always am like, get Bree so that we all can be together. Get Bree when I got Aiden, because Aiden lived with his dad. When I got Aiden, you got Bree, and we got Aries and Arian. Let's get them all together. I try to be that person, but he doesn't see my efforts, I guess. I don't know. But regardless, I'm very supportive. Very supportive. I'm supportive financially if I got it. And I'm supportive mentally. I'm supportive emotionally. Because I've tried to talk to him about his situation when he was a baby and now. I tried to be there for him. But I don't feel like he gets it or sees where I'm coming from. And frankly, I'm tired of him not seeing, because I love him, but I don't love him enough to keep going through anguish, because all my relationships, I've never been this committed to anyone. And I don't feel he sees that as well. I'm normally against relationships because it's not my thing. But I've made it my thing for these past 5 years. I've made it my thing. I've made him my priority. For the past 6 years, I made him my priority. For what? To be treated like last? Because his auntie, his grandma, they are for first priority. His uncle, his dad, their first priority. I'm not the first priority. And mind you, I'm immediate family now. We got kids together. So I'm not saying that I'm more important and you should put them people on the back burner. But when it comes to my health or our kids' health or something like that, then yes, they should be on the back burner. As frustrated as I am, I'm going to do this diet and I'm going to see if that changes my thinking on things. Maybe it'll calm me down. I don't know. But I want to change my diet so I don't have to be on medications for the rest of my life. And so I don't feel like I need to be locked up and locked away from my family. Because at the end of the day, my family is Darius and the kids. But I can X him out and just let the kids be my family and not even deal with him. Even though that's a shame, because now you've made me waste 7 years of my life. You made me waste 10 years of my life even knowing you. And I don't want that. I don't want to feel like my life is being wasted when I give my everything to you. All my energy goes to you. Love, support. Why don't I get love and support? Why is it that I have to keep reliving the bad moments? Why is there never good moments? So hopefully this weekend he'll keep to his word, because he's telling me, oh, you're going to have a great birthday. But he always tells me, oh, I got a surprise for you. Never a surprise. Oh, I'm going to make this day special. Never special. Oh, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. We'll see. Because I want to go to the room. I want to order food. We'll see how that goes. He got another job, so hopefully he'll keep to his word, but we'll see. But he feel like, oh, you're just putting negatives on it. Well, every year it's the same thing. Every year on my birthday it's the same thing. We do nothing. So we'll see. I can't stress enough that he needs to do more. He needs to make me feel wanted and happy too. I'm not the only one in this relationship, and I feel like a lot of times I'm the only one holding the relationship down. I'm the only one that thinks the relationship matters, and that's not right. Not at all. We're both the same age. I turned 30 today, and in about 30 to 35 days or something like that, he'll turn 30 because his birthday is next month. And it's like I said, I thought kids grow you up, and I thought age would mature you step by step, not all at once. I'm not saying when he turned 30 he's supposed to just snap and be grown, because that's not always the case. But at least gradually work on yourself. That's how you get change, when you gradually working on yourself. Because I work very hard on myself. But then it's hard on me when I have to carry this grown adult. When I have to get him to see my point. Then it's like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, you got it, but you got it 5 years later. And not, a week later or a month later or 6 months later. You didn't get it within that year. I need him to get it within the 12 months in a year, and not get it years later. I need you to get it as soon as possible, so that we can be good parents, have a good relationship. This is not healthy. It's not healthy for me mentally. It's not healthy for me physically. And it's not healthy for me just overall. And it's not healthy for him, because he is stressed. He is. But he's also stressed because he won't take a moment to understand. He says he likes the stressful life. Well, fine. But that's not going to be my life. I don't like stress. I like things to be in order and running efficiently, to help everyone in the situation. It's not helping the kids if you want to be late somewhere or, be irresponsible. It's not helping our children at all. That's my concern, as well as myself. And the reason I'm thinking about myself is because if I die because I get high blood pressure, or I die because I commit suicide, what do my children have? Because after me, I see what Darius doing now. He's not going to do a good job if something happens to me. He's not going to do a good job. He's not going to step up. And if he does, I would be shocked. But I don't see that in him. I don't see a strong person in him. He feels, oh, well, I don't react to anything, so I'm strong. No, I don't see a strong person in him. I don't see, sometimes I don't even see a future with him. But I'm going to mellow out and calm down. Like I said, I'm going on that diet today. And I will be back with the results in 2 weeks because someone said that it may work in 2 weeks. If it doesn't work in 2 weeks, doesn't matter. I'll still say, how I'm feeling. But it's a 30-day challenge. And that's that. Please worry about yourself sometimes. Sometimes you have to worry about yourself. You're not selfish because of that. You have to worry about yourself because you are important and you should be number one in someone's life or in your own life. Because you may not have a boyfriend. You may not have a girlfriend. So you do need to make you first. You're the most important. And if you have kids, you're the most important so that you can be the best parent you can be. And the best girlfriend you can be. And the best wife you can be. And the best person you can be. And friend. All of that coexists. Sleep, water, fruits, vegetables. If you don't like fruits and vegetables, there are always supplements you can take. If you don't like taking pills, there's always something you can do. Drink tea, or whatever. But find something that works for you. Don't let someone keep dragging you down, because I let folks drag me down when it's too late because I react late. Because of the mental illness, I react late, and I don't react when I'm supposed to, and by the time I'm supposed to, it's almost too late, or it's too late, or whatever. So if you're not like me and you can react faster, get out the situation, especially before you have kids with the person. But that is my advice for today, and that is my story for today. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.